The Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka is an island country in South Asia, located in the Indian Ocean. The country is well known for its ancient civilization that spans 3,000 years, almost similar to the Ethiopian ancient civilization. Ethio-Sri Lanka diplomatic ties began before many years, but officially Sri Lanka opened its embassy in Addis Ababa in 2017. The two countries are working to boost their cooperation in various areas. The ambassador of Sri Lanka to Ethiopia, Shogeshwara Gunaratna, exclusively talked to ETV that Sri Lanka intends to increase its involvement in the industry sector.
Yes, I think one is the garment sector, and I think Ethiopia is already reaping the benefits. I mean, we opened our garment sector in around the early 80s. And thereafter, now it is a very value-added niche industry with investments worldwide in Kenya, in Ethiopia, in Latin America, and so on, in Southeast Asia, and so on. So that is an industry in Sri Lanka that has sort of come of age. It has come of age, and so you see not only these three Sri Lankan flagship garment manufacturers in Hawassa Industrial Park, but across the garment sector in Ethiopia, you see a lot of Sri Lankans working in the senior and middle-level management. So you could say that is know-how or technology transfer that is taking place from Sri Lanka to Ethiopia.
The ambassador further expressed the need to scale up cultural relationship between Ethiopia and Sri Lanka.
But having said that, I also want to focus on tourism and cultural cooperation between the two countries, because when I come here and see what is Sri Lanka in the Ethiopian mind, what is Ethiopia in the Sri Lankan mind, in both ways our people do not really know each other that much. But if we can buttress our cultural and tourism cooperation, the soft diplomacy, so to say, that is something I would like to do during my tenure as ambassador.
The ambassador explains why Sri Lanka has successfully contained the spread of coronavirus, as the country has no community transmission recently.
I think the health sector in Sri Lanka, the security forces, and all branches of government, they worked in tandem. And the people did support when the government said curfew, it was quite observed. Yes, there were breaches from time to time, but by and large, people very much cooperated. When government said wear masks, they did. So in that way, it was a very cohesive success story when you talk about the Sri Lankan example, with the people helping the government and the government helping the people to overcome the crisis. But the important thing with regard to Sri Lanka's success story is that for over a month now, we don't have any community transmission. The cases that are being reported are mainly Sri Lankans who are returning from abroad, and they are in quarantine centers. So the country is now opening up. The curfews have been lifted, the lockdowns have been lifted, and life is getting back to normal.
Sri Lanka, the South Asian country, set its parliamentary election on August 5, 2020.